Alright, welcome back to another video on the Golf, and we're going to be cutting out the rear wheel arch. This piece is going to come out. I'm going to cut along this lower line first just to see where I am, and then we'll see where I need to be. So I'm going to cut this skin, cut that inner skin, and then we're going to pinch weld this together, and that's where the welding comes in. And I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I'm going to give it a go. And I've done a bit of MIG welding, but I'm not an expert. So I suppose everyone's going to jump on me and say, you've done that wrong. So I'm going to cut all this first, this first line, and then see where we are. And obviously, I just need to sort of get a gauge of where this is, and then we'll make some cuts on the inner, heat it up, and then bend these two skins together. So, as always, I'll crack on. I'll cut this piece out, and then we'll see where we are with it. Okay. Right, now I've cut it away, we can see where the inner skin needs to come, and then pinch up to that. I'm not sure how much of that more I'm going to take, to be honest, because yeah, I don't want to sort of destroy that where that piece inside there hits the filler cap. To be honest, probably where I am now is probably about right. So I'm going to make some cuts now into this part of the inner skin, and then we're going to heat that up with a heat gun and then bend it up. And this is all just what I've watched on another guy on YouTube. I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, I watched him do it and I thought, yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it. So clean that edge up as well with the flat wheel when I've made these cuts, and then we're going to bend it up, and then the fun starts with the MIG welder. Alright, just going to heat this up with a heat gun, and then just try and get this steel to make that one. I'm going to work my way around tack welding, just switching sides, so not putting too much heat in the panel. So, well, that's the way I've sort of watched a couple of guys on YouTube do it. Also, I'm not trying to be flashy with my welding arm. It came with the whole kit, so it's not like I'm saying like I'm a super welder. It's just that this came with the whole kit. So, and I've just had to pop out and get some gas for the welder, because it was just burning through, and now it seems like it's welding really nice with the MIG, with the gas. So I'll just keep working around. Okay, so now I've got all the welding done. I'm going to sand all this area here, sand down there, and then inside this here I'm going to seal it with some seam sealer in this edge, and then I'm going to put some fiberglass and filler over this part, and then eventually put some primer on it to seal it all up. That's probably the best way I know. This takes me back to my mini days, filling up this stuff, all the rust holes in my mini with this stuff. Yeah. Bit of cardboard stuffed in the hole and a bit of fiberglass. And then what I'll do after I've done this, I'll put some filler over the top of it. I mean, I'm not sure whether this is the right way or the wrong way. I'm just, you know, just doing what I think I know best, what I think's best, and just waterproofing it as well. Make sure there's no holes or any water can get in. And while this is drying, test fit the calipers on the front, so I'll do that just to show you what the calipers will look like. I've got to change a lot of the suspension components, but I just thought I'd show you calipers on the car. Okay, so these are front calipers and discs, so I'm just going to undo that Torx there, and these 21 mils? Yeah, two 21 mils off the back, take the caliper off, and the dust shield as well, because that'll be too small for the size of the front discs that are going on. Oh, I've split the socket, that's how tight they were. Look at that. Right, I've moved on to the front bumper, and as I've offered it up inside there, just under the light it's hitting, so I'm just going to have to trim that little edge away just under there to put, this is the bottom bar here that supports the splitter, so I'm going to have to put some rib nuts in there and then bolt it up. Okay, so this is the bottom cradle that's going to support the bumper. So the splitter bolts to that and supports the weight. So it goes on the car like that. So it just marks it up, so I'm going to drill the holes and then put the rib nuts in. Alright, I've had a real busy day on this, trying to get that front end, the splitter and all the riv nuts in there. So I've managed to do that and bolt all that up. Okay, so I filled all this all on here. I put the fiberglass on first and sealed it, and then put some body filler on, and then all round here as well. And then once that's painted, the kit comes to about there, so that'll hide any of that around there and give me room for the bigger wheels as well. It's quite involved. So yeah, and I've managed to get the grill in as well, and the bumper and all the splitters solid and bolted on, so that's good. I think next time, obviously I've got to do the other arch as well. I've got to do that. Got that other side and welded up, and then it's on to the final fitment and then getting it ready for paintwork. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Always will get older, so let us dance this night away.